The historic impeachment trial of suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is nearing its end, both sides delivering closing arguments this morning.
Yeah, the jury, made up of 30 Texas senators, started deliberations at about noon today. If convicted, Paxton would be removed from office and become the first state official convicted on impeachment charges in more than 100 years.
Adam Bennett live at the state capitol in Austin. Adam, what's the latest on those deliberations?
So, Renka, it's been going on for about 5 hours now, and at last check, it is still continuing. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick told the senator jurors that this could take hours or this could take days. He said this is not a normal trial. In fact, he said it's more like 16 trials in one. Those closing arguments happened this morning. Each side spent about an hour apiece urging senators to either sustain or reject the 16 articles of impeachment up for consideration. Paxton was in the Senate chamber today for the first time since the opening day of this trial. His lawyer, Tony Busby, took a shot at prosecutor Rusty Hardin's earlier claim that the evidence was 10 times worse than what was made public. Busby argued there was no evidence against Paxton that he abused his office to help donor Nate Paul, nor that he received favors from that Austin real estate developer. Republican Andrew Murr, the head of the House Managers, he played clips of Paxton's former top deputies testifying during this trial. He said they show that Paxton repeatedly put Paul's interests over the public's.
If you vote to condone that, then high office will simply be the most profitable choice for any self-serving crook, and it won't even have to be hidden.
There was never an agreement at all. He never agreed to do anything for Nate Paul and never got a darn thing from Nate Paul, with the exception of a lunch.
Now, it only takes a conviction on any of these impeachment articles to remove Paxton from office. That would require a vote of 21 out of 30 senators. Senator Angela Paxton, the suspended AG's wife, cannot vote or deliberate. Senators will deliberate until at least 8 tonight. That is what Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick ordered. He said if they don't reach an agreement, they'll have to come back tomorrow by 9 in the morning. Len and Renka.
All right, thank you, Adam. And joining us now, KHOU 11 political analyst Brandon Rottinghouse. Brandon, explain how the senators will vote and what they must consider with each article of impeachment.
Well, so like Adam said, they've got 16 of these essentially individual charges. They have to really think through. What they're going to do is they're going to put the senators' names in a hat, literally at random, pick them out, and then they will stand at their desks, and as they're called, they will, upon each order, ask the question about guilt or innocence, and then they'll give their answer at that point.
Okay, so explain to the audience exactly what's going to happen here. If Ken Paxton is acquitted, then what?
If he's acquitted, then he goes back to work immediately. He is the Attorney General as elected, so he will definitely have some vendettas. There'll be some politics to play at this, but he effectively will be the AG again.
And if he's convicted?
If he's convicted, they have a separate vote. In this case, they have to be able to decide if they think that he should be disqualified from running for office again. But this office will be only state offices. He could potentially run for Senate, which is a federal office.
So to vote on whether he can run for state office again, is that a simple majority in the Senate?
In this case, it's a majority they have to get.
Okay, so they need 16.
But a conviction on just one article would permanently remove him from
any one article.
Just
exactly.
Yes, just one. Brandon Rottinghouse, thank you so much. If you want to catch up on this trial, maybe take a closer look at everything, text the word Paxton to 713-526-1111. We will text you back some links. Also, as soon as the Senate starts to vote, we will bring it to you live on all of our platforms, including KHOU.com and KHOU 11+.
All right.